Hey guys, welcome back to Travels with Travel. In this episode, we'll take you on a journey to some of our favourite Christmas markets from around the world, each offering completely different styles, food and festive experiences. Our adventure begins in the iconic London, UK. From there, we explore the traditional style markets of Frankfurt, Germany, before travelling across the globe to Nagoya, Japan. If you're interested in planning your Christmas holiday, you should watch this video to the end to find out which is our best one. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and the bell to follow along. First up in London, we visited Winter by the River, or London Bridge Christmas Market, set along the picturesque banks of the River Thames. The stalls offered an array of Christmas decorations, but what caught our attention most were the enticing food options. Drawn in by the smoky aroma of barbecued gourmet sausages, we decided to give them a try. But at £9.50, our expectations were super high. But after adding a dose of tomato sauce and mustard, we found the taste a bit underwhelming. It felt more like a glorified Bunnings sausage sizzle, definitely not worth the price. Next we grabbed a £5 serving of thick cup chips after a 10-minute wait, but again, it was nothing much to write home about. Disappointed with the savoury snacks, we turned to something sweet. Churros with a generous drizzle of melted Belgian chocolate. Fresh out of the fry, they were piping hot. So much so that only someone like Mark Weens could dive in immediately. Once cooled though, they were delicious and definitely lifted our spirits. Despite the crowds, the market offered some of the best views in London, with the iconic Tower Bridge and also the Tower of London in the background. While exploring the city, you'll likely pass through Trafalgar Square, where you stumble upon another Christmas market. This one is relatively small and features a lot of high-priced sausage stalls, gifts and souvenirs. Good for a quick walk through, but no need to add it especially to your plans. Also, if you plan to visit the National Gallery, make sure to book a free online time ticket in advance to skip those queues. London is absolutely packed with Christmas markets, all with similar shops, bustling crowds and high-priced food. Rest assured though, you won't have to search for them, they'll find you. From London, we hopped over to Germany to visit the Frankfurt Christmas Market, one of the oldest in the country, dating back to 1393. Running from late November until just before Christmas, the market begins near Frankfurt main Hauptbahnhof station at Römerberg, and it stretches along the Ziel Promenade to the River Main. A surprising sight was a sign designating the market as a weapons-free zone. A little ironic, as you'd hope it would always be a weapons-free zone. That said, we always felt safe while exploring. The market stalls here were grand and elaborate, featuring beautifully carved wooden displays and extensive variety of shops. Of course, we couldn't visit Germany without trying a pretzel. For €5, we got one so large it could have been its own meal. I opted for cinnamon version, which tasted like soft bread with cinnamon sugar. Next up, we couldn't resist trying a classic bratwurst. Watching the vendor skillfully flip the sausages over the sizzling flames made our mouth water in anticipation. To complete the experience, we added a drizzle of mustard and tomato sauce for that tangy kick. The market had thoughtfully placed standing tables, making it easy to enjoy your food. And the bratwurst, it was everything you'd hope it could be. Juicy, smoky, and bursting with flavour. The subtle spices of the sausage paired beautifully with the simplicity of the bun, which was perfectly crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. And let me just say, it was the worst decision to only get one. Soon we were drawn to a stand selling kebabs. Choosing pork, we watched as they generously slathered it with barbecue sauce and topped it with a bread roll. At €9, it was a little pricey, but the portion size was absolutely huge, perfect for sharing if you're on a food tour. The pork was juicy, smoky and full of flavour, and the bread reminded us of a banh mi, crispy on the outside and soft on the inside.
Bread is yummy.
It's like a banh mi.
Oh. Yeah, it also looks like banh mi.
Markets here weren't just about food. They featured beautifully decorated stalls, festive displays, and even some rides for the kids. The chilly Frankfurt weather, hovering around 2 degrees, meant we needed something to warm us up. Enter Apfelwein, hot sweet beverage with a strong alcoholic kick. You need to pay an extra €4 for the cup, which you can either keep as a souvenir or return with a token for a refund. A heads up, these stalls are usually cash only. And yep, it will definitely warm you up. To escape the cold, we found wood fires and barrel tapers scattered throughout the markets, perfect for enjoying your food and drinks out of the weather. One highlight was the historic market square Römerberg, with its reconstructed wooden buildings dating back to the 15th century. This square is the heart of the market, featuring stunning carousel and even more delicious foods to try. A cured meat stand quickly caught our attention, showcasing an array of salamis and prosciutto. Off to the side, they were serving freshly made sandwiches. Naturally, we had to try one. Loaded with prosciutto, pickles, crispy bread, it was an instant hit, especially with our resident prosciutto enthusiast. Not sure I tried too much of this one. With at least one of us feeling satisfied, we noticed that there was a few people enjoying what looked like deep fried potato fritters. They were sold only in sets of 3, with the choice of garlic sauce or barbecue for dipping. The fritters were mashed with a generous amount of onions, giving them a strong onion-forward flavour. When I asked for an opinion, the response was no comment. They weren't bad, but they weren't amazing either. Definitely not a substitute for some hot chips in my book. That said, they seem to be quite popular amongst the locals. Speaking of locals, Frankfurt had a different vibe compared to London. The city wasn't overrun with tourists, making it easy and comfortable to explore. The streets were lined with beautifully maintained buildings that blended modern and heritage architecture seamlessly. We also noticed several war memorials thoughtfully integrated into the cityscape, adding the depth to its charm. As we continued exploring, one final food stall caught our attention. A wood-fired barbecue stand offering pork steaks, served with fresh bread rolls. The aroma of smoky charred grilled meat was impossible to resist, and even though we thought we'd indulge in quite a bit of barbecue, we couldn't say no. After all, in Germany, the answer to can we handle more barbecue is always yes. The pork steak was expertly cooked over an open flame, its edges slightly charred for that perfect smoky flavour while remaining tender and juicy on the inside. Each bite was a burst of rich, meaty goodness, enhanced by the simplicity of the fresh baked roll. This simple dish outshone many of the meals that we had at higher-end restaurants in Europe. An ultimate finale to our brief stopover in Frankfurt, leaving us full and very satisfied. From Germany, we journeyed all the way to Japan, landing in the vibrant city of Nagoya, home to its own unique Christmas market. Located near the Mirai Tower in Hisayodori Park, this charming market offered a festive flair that balanced traditional holiday elements with a Japanese twist. Nagoya's Christmas market was smaller and more intimate than its European counterparts, but it was packed with charm. Christmas props and photo spots were scattered throughout, and true to Japanese reputation for orderliness, it had its own neatly organised queues. The stalls featured beautiful decorations, a mix of gifts, and a variety of food options which combined Japanese flavours with its European classics. They also had their own impressive selection of commemorative cups. The market had several indoor taps providing cosy escape from the cold. It was clear this market was particularly popular with the younger generation, creating a lively and cheerful atmosphere to enjoy the season. Now it's time to reveal our favourite market from this journey. And if you hadn't guessed it already, it's Frankfurt. From its unique mouth-watering foods, many cooked over wood fires, to the incredible variety of options, the flavours here were simply unmatched. The market stalls were also elaborately decorated, resembling permanent Christmas shops, adding to that festive magic. What set Frankfurt apart wasn't just the food and decorations, but also the city itself. Clean, flat, and easy to walk. It felt refreshingly accessible compared to many European cities. The market had a warm, family-friendly vibe and wasn't overwhelmed with crowds, making an enjoyable and stress-free experience for everyone. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next one.